Kindly subscribe if you are new to the channel. Selena Gomez finally responds to Hailey following Hailey Bieber's controversial interview about Justin. Selena Gomez made a quick and unexpected look online to thank her lovers for their aid the day after Hailey Bieber's Name Her Daddy interview, in which Hailey found out for the primary to main public whether or not Justin Bieber ever dated each Selena Gomez and his on and off ex-girlfriend at the same time. Thankful Hailey claimed that Gomez by no means publicly defended her from the hatred that lovers of Justin and Selena threw at her throughout the famous Name Her Daddy interview, wherein she introduced her modern reference to the singer. In fact, Gomez requested her lovers not to harass absolutely each person on Instagram stay at the same time as they had been bullying Hailey in October 2019, and she too had scaled harassment from Hailey's lovers. Despite the fact that Hailey was reluctant to talk about the subject, she made its selection to achieve this so as to without a doubt make clear the state of affairs regarding their past. Hailey denied any resemblances, and Justin resumed their romance in June 2018, months after their 10-year on and off courting with Selena ended. In a separation in March 2018, Justin and Hailey had an on-off once more courting. I have been related with him in view that I became 18. The timeline that on occasion raises question of us assembly. Then Jatinjanjij while he have been striking out together with his ex. Earlier than this is ridiculous. I actually have by no means ever spoken about this. I recognize the way it seems from the side. As soon as extra there are numerous perceptions involved, however, if so I am effective that list that or became the appropriate direction of action. There's a completely lengthy records there. Even though they were in courting on the time, and it is now no longer my business because it has not anything to do with me. I simply recognize that selection. However, I am conscious that a chapter became closed and I agree with it was great for him to head on come to be engaged, marry and keep living his lifestyles in that manner, and it is tough for me to talk about this, because I do not need to talk on both in their behalf, once more because their courting became their personal and I simply appreciate that. However, I simply apprehend what became happening. Whilst we reconnected, and I am privy to it needed to take region for that to come lower back collectively in a healthful manner, and I agree with that became the healthiest most responsible choice he ought to have taken, and I recognize that during Rikshanto a query about a reference to Selena, Hailey stated the two had spoken privately. We've got spoken, sure, we've got communicated in view that my marriage, she acknowledged. Consequently I'm like it is all love and appreciate, she continued. It is also the motive. I suppose it is okay if everybody on our facet is privy to what happened. We are desirable and we will element ways with clarity, and appreciate which had given me an amazing deal of consolation, and I stated good day. We recognize what come about. There'll usually be new narratives that emerge from this interview, so one cannot be correct because it smiles what it smiles. It'll never stop. That is why I sooner or later stop speaking about a whole lot of this stuff due to the fact I hold wondering that something new will show. In a TikTok state that a few lovers recorded, she reminded them that what you say about different humans matters. Selena did not specially mention Hailey's interview in the films that had been recorded and circulated online. Selena hasn't spoken out in view that the discharge of the interview. This gives this message even extra weight. I agree with a number of the matters that I do not even to be privy to or sincerely filthy and disgusting. Selena said closer to the end of her state performance. The reality that I could launch something this is all about desirable words. Her makeup enterprise, uncommon beauties type phrases, matte lipstick and lip liners, which Gomez did a press tour of Europe to sell, is extraordinarily ironic. And it is now no longer fair because no person need to ever be spoken to in the manner that I actually have seen due to the fact I simply really need that. Imperformed now I cannot thank sufficient if you rare. However, know that you are all sussed us up for what it stands for. That versus matter definitely matters. As a result it comes from me, and I simply desire to let you all recognize that I simply do hope you recognize how a whole lot larger that is than something else. Have a cute the rest of day, and thanks all a lot for that. I simply appreciate